Hey, we're back. Kyle's back. I'm on the course. We are going to take a look at the charts today. Nothing crazy is happening in the market today. It's just a little slow. The market is a little bit down. Let's bring up the charts. Today, I'll just go through what things I typically go through in the morning. It is Tuesday morning. We were closed Monday for the Labor Day holiday, but the stock market is now open this morning. We'll go ahead and take a look. We'll start with the S&P on the weekly chart. It's the long-term chart here. We are doing okay. We've taken a small downturn, 1%. It's not a whole lot. Let's zoom in a little bit. It looks like it could be rejected by this red area here. We've topped here, back here, and we're topping again. That is a reversal candle. Let's see what's going on the daily chart, a little short term. So what we expect to happen is either get into this red and get above it, and we're smooth sailing for straight up, or it's getting rejected by this red box. And if it is, it's going to definitely be coming back down to the 0.236, which is 5503. Typically, it'll hit the 0.382, Fibonacci 5396. So Bitcoin today is following the S&P. This is the weekly chart. We are in this huge channel right now. We are accumulating on the daily chart, looks like, and we're on our way back down according to the MACD here. We're still not ready to reverse yet. So we're just watching, waiting, not buying yet. Although I should mention, I am bullish Bitcoin through the end of the year. I think we should have a pop in approximately November, December, maybe sooner. We're going to get some volatility in September with the rate cuts, and this is what I look at. Bitcoin's S&P right away. See if the market's healthy. Check the QQQ. Make sure Nasdaq's doing okay. Nothing's going crazy here. We do look like we're going into a downtrend here. It's not looking great. So I'd like to see us break this, right? Let's see if we can get this a little bit better here. Let's go to the daily. If we can break this line and hold above this line, we'll be doing really well. But at this point, we're not doing so hot. Not looking great. Not looking great at this point, but we'll see what we can do. We'll keep an eye on this chart for you and see when this is going to break up, break down, stay the same, see what's going on. Maybe it goes sideways, maybe it goes up and down. That's the three directions the market can take. So what I did is I took a look at everything this morning. I don't like to trade in the first 30 minutes. It's extremely volatile of the first 30 minutes of trading. Really should wait unless you're trying to just sell something at a really high cost that you've already bought, options, stocks. Today, gold is down across the board. We got the GDX, the gold miners down. Again, in a very nice channel here, guys. Not looking bad at all. I would say looking for this to stay in this channel. So buying down here, if you want to sell some of that, that's fine. I wouldn't sell gold. Gold miners, I would sell at the top if you can. But if you're just going for gold, you don't want to sell that right now. I suggest staying in gold. Starting to buy into oil a little bit. This is a good day to buy. I like to buy on days like this when nothing really important's happening. Everything's kind of down across the board. This is a buying day. I don't buy when everything's up across the board. Let's go ahead and check. Well, let's get to the VIX first because we're still checking the health of the market here. And the daily chart on the VIX is very important. Anything over 20 we are concerned about. We are at 18. It's not great. So it's a little risky today, but looks like we're still in a decent area here. We could have another down day tomorrow, according to the VIX. Well, let's see what this does by the end of the day. So on the 4-hour chart on the VIX, we are in the area of interest here. I want to see if we close in this area or below this area or above this area. If we close above, VIX is going to be heading higher tomorrow, most likely. This is stocks is a game of probabilities. Everything I do is probabilities. Is it more likely or less likely? If it closes above this red box here, we're more likely to go lower, to the VIX to calm down and the market to turn back forward up. Now, I also check the health of the market with, this is a custom, semi-custom indicator I learned from somebody else. You can plug this in, NDTW. You have to have it on the daily or it doesn't work. But the daily chart, NASDAQ 100 stocks above the 20-day average. This tells me market breadth. And this is the 50 line, or right around the 50 line. This, under this line would be bearish, above this line would be bullish for the NASDAQ market as a whole. You can see that's above the 20-day average. We are very bullish. This one moves quick. This is the 50-day average. This one moves a little slower. You can see we're still above this 50 line, still bullish. And this one is the 200-day. NASDAQ stocks above the 200-day. So how many stocks do we have above the 200-day? Well, we got 70% of them, quite a bit. You notice these are all up. So on a down market day, all these indicators are up quite a bit. That's telling me in the NASDAQ, there's more stocks going up than going down. So gold, oil, not great, but the rest of them, semiconductors are not good today either. They're not looking great either. I wanted to show you Marvell. Take a look at Marvell, because this is one I was looking really good the other day when it popped. I put another video out above this about this stock, and it was entering this area of interest. And I said on that last video, I said, we are in this very large, very long wedge, and we were just about to break out. We've touched this thing. We went out of it, closed, came back down, faked everybody out. We touched it once, twice. This is our third time. And then with today, the market being not a great day in the market, Marvell went ahead and turned back down. And we closed above this line, which is just a shame. Faked everybody out again. And now we're come back down. Looks like we're going to hit the 0.786. So Marvell should turn around, hit $71. Honestly, it's probably just retesting this high. So I think it's going to touch 71 to 71, and it'll probably reverse over the next few days and then get back over here. We're faking everybody out, and it's going to get back up here. I say 2 days close above here. After this fake out, well, 1 or 2 days close, that's going to look good for this next leg higher. That's when the semiconductors will turn around. This could take days and days. This could take 2-3 days. This could take weeks. But we're going to watch this, keep an eye on this. So the market is doing okay. It's not bad. We're not crashing. Nothing big is happening here. I'm looking at all my stocks. I'm looking at all the sectors. You've got Under Armour up. You've got gold. This is Barrick Gold Corporation down. You've got Kinross. I've made a killing in Kinross. That's down 5%. Let's see what we can see with Kinross. So it might be time to buy a little bit of gold, buy a little bit of oil. Depends how long-term or short-term you are. If you're a long-term player like I am, I like to do short and long-term. I blend lots of different trades together. If you are more of a long-term player, these are days you can average in on Kinross. You could buy a few shares here, a few shares there, a few hundred shares, 2 shares, doesn't matter. I know I hear people in the comments talking about how many shares we're buying. I go positioning. I'm not interested how many shares I'm buying. I'm interested in buying more or less than what I normally buy. You have to know how much money you want to spend. If you have an account, your brokerage account, and you have cash, I would never spend more than 5% on anything, because that way you'll never lose more than 5% of your money or 5% of your account. That's a rule of trading. I keep it to 2%. That's a crazy amount of money. I couldn't imagine spending more than 2% of my money on a stock. It's a lot of money. So do the math. Well, people don't like to do math, but that's how you stay safe. Keep yourself safe. Don't bet more than 5% on anything. Most of my stocks that I buy and sell are for long term. I don't look at things that I don't know. I will look at them. I take that back, but I'm not going to necessarily buy them. If I do buy something I don't know, I consider it a gamble. It's a lottery ticket. This is a good example. I'll show you one of my recent favorite lottery tickets, Rocket Lab. Okay, this is super high beta stock, meaning it can go super high, super low. It could go to 0. It could go to 100. Who knows? If you look at the long-term chart, let's see what possibilities lie. Okay, in the past, it was up over $18, $20. Right now, it is at $6. So it's a good buy. Do you want to buy it right this second? Maybe not. On the weekly chart, best place to buy it was $3.60 right here. When it brings this red line in, it had a reversal. I would probably wait till it got back up to $8 to buy this again, but I've already bought quite a bit of this. I think it was around $5, $6, somewhere in this area here when it was breaking above. It's very bullish when it breaks above a prior recent high. So the next bullish point was when it breaks above $7.27, closing above that on a daily basis. We did take a look at Marvell already. What else can we look at today? We've looked at the QQQs. Look at the oils. So Exxon, man, long, big channel. You could see this channel. It's just very painfully obvious, this channel, what's going on here. I mean, it's just a big, long channel. I'm not drawing this right at all, but I'm just showing you kind of what's happening here. So we are at the bottom of this channel. This is not a bad place to buy, although oil is coming down. Let's check out more of an ETF. This is going to contain a lot more oil companies, a lot more broad coverage of oil here. So this kind of scares me a little bit because it's now below here. So I like to look at the short-term chart, see if we see, I don't see any sign of reversal. I would wait on this to buy any oil. Wait maybe till the end of the day, check this chart, see if we've got back in this cluster. If not, if we're still underneath this cluster, I'm not buying yet. If we get down in this area, I am buying. Okay? MicroStrategy, I did have a video out on this the other day. I am still very interested in this stock. Right now we're at 127. We're just getting closer and closer to buying. I mean, I'm long-term on this. This should follow Bitcoin. So what I'd like to see is Bitcoin take off sometime in November or even earlier. I don't care when it takes off, but whenever Bitcoin takes off, that one's going to take off. Bitcoin, I like to do the all-time history index to give me the most data, and historically the most data. Bitcoin's just chilling. It's 2% down. It's nothing. All right. So stick with me. We'll every time the market's open, I'm going to try to do a quick update on times where the market's pretty busy. I'll do longer updates. I'll do shorter updates on stocks that are just individual stocks that are moving. As far as market updates, it'll be a little bit longer. I usually put the update right at the beginning. Oh boy. Looks like the VIX is popping. At some point, we will learn how to start hedging. If you do have portfolio positions and the VIX is getting over 20, there's times to hedge. All right. Well, other than that, I'll make another update tomorrow. Keep an eye on this thing at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, and we will bring another video if anything happens. Let me go ahead and bring my camera back up. You guys have a great day. It's great to see you like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And I'll keep bringing you all the good content. Thanks. Bye.